Make your own dairy-free sour cream with just 4 simple ingredients. Soaked cashews provide all the creamy texture and rich flavor. This pleasantly sour, creamy topping can be ready for you to enjoy in just 20 minutes. Hello, I'm Catherine, and I think that my home cooking went up a notch when I started making my own sauces and spreads in just a few minutes from things that I already had in my kitchen. Recently, I shared my tofu cream cheese with you and my oil-free mayo, so I thought it was about time that I share my dairy-free sour cream. This recipe actually came about because Bryan and I used to buy a store-bought vegan yogurt and use it as sour cream because it tasted more like sour cream to us than yogurt. Not great for the brand, but we still bought it, so I guess that's a plus. And that was a few years ago, so I'm sure that the dairy-free sour cream offerings have improved, but I'm going to keep making this one because it's delicious, it's simple, and it's always been thrifty for me, but somehow in the 2 years since I created this recipe, my cost for cashews has actually decreased. So this recipe cost me about 65 cents per 100 milliliters versus about 75 cents on sale and regularly about $1.10 per 100 ml of a traditional store-bought sour cream. So here's how to make your own dairy-free sour cream. Start by soaking 1 cup of raw cashews. You can soak these overnight in cold water in your fridge or use the quick soak method and pour boiling water over your cashews in a heat-safe vessel and allow them to soak for 15 minutes. Drain the soaking liquid and add the softened cashews to a blender with half a cup plus 3 tablespoons fresh water, 1.5 tablespoons lemon juice, 2.5 teaspoons apple cider vinegar, and 1/4 teaspoon salt. Blend until smooth. Stop your machine and scrape down the sides as needed. You may need to blend a few times to get your sour cream as smooth as possible. Taste and add more acid or salt if desired, then transfer to an airtight container and use your sour cream right away or refrigerate for up to 1 week. How easy is that, right? You can see that the texture of this one isn't quite as smooth as a traditional sour cream, but it's still delicious, it's thrifty, and I made it with ingredients already in my kitchen, and this will thicken up more in the fridge. So you can see with the texture of the one that I just made, it's definitely a little more loose, and this one has been sitting in my fridge for a few hours, and it's definitely thicker. The other difference between these two, which is interesting to point out, is that this one that I made earlier, I quick soaked the cashews for just 15 minutes in boiling water, and the one I just made, I used cashews that have been soaking in cold water for about 6 hours, and this fresh one did turn out a little bit more smooth, but to be honest, I usually just use the quick soak method because I don't pre-plan anything. This recipe makes about 368 ml of this homemade dairy-free sour cream. That's about 1.5 cups. And if this has all seemed like a win to you, then show that subscribe button some love. You know, Bryan really loves when you hit the subscribe button, and he also really loves borscht. So that is what I have made for our dinner tonight. It's one of our favorite things to put this sour cream on. So he's gonna come around, we're gonna have some dinner, and give you some other ideas for how to use this homemade sour cream.
Just because I'm Polish, reduce me to a stereotype, although I do love a good borscht. Oh yeah. My
So
Polish
good.
ancestors would be proud.
The sour cream just adds so much like amazing creaminess to this, and with the like freshness of the dill and the sweetness of the beets. I don't know if mushrooms are always in borscht, but we learned how to make borscht on a trip that we took to research a film project through Poland and Belarus, and the one that we had mushrooms.
Other ways we use sour cream?
Oh, I was gonna say that we do usually sit while we eat dinner. We could have got chairs for this.
I was hungry.
And yeah, you were like, no, we'll just stand and wait for it to cool down. You're not waiting for it to cool down. I guess it's good. I add the sour cream to our mushroom stroganoff as well. It's a great way to just add a bit of extra protein to a soup or a pasta. And our avocado lime crema is made with this sour cream, and it's amazing.
Is that the one we put on the tacos? The sweet
I
potato
think so.
tacos? Ooh.
Sweet potato tacos with avocado lime crema. Yes, please. Have you tasted this just on its own in a while?
Oh yeah.
Sour creamy?
Sour creamy. Tastes like sour cream. It's got that tang.
Yeah. What else should we put the sour cream on?
We have a baked potato with all the fixins on the website.
And that has the sun-dried tomato, bacon bits. Ooh, I haven't made baked potatoes in a while.
We should do a video for it. You want to see a video for baked potatoes?
Do you? They're kind of simple. Let us know. This is usually how our conversations go. He's like, let's do a video for that. And I'm like, I don't know. That's kind of easy.
Speaking of recipes that we should do a video for. Drum roll. I'll put it in.
The reason we've been doing some easy recipes lately is because we are so close to delivering our ebook to you. Our vegan Portuguese recipes ebook is gonna come out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
What day is that? The 24th.
Maybe the 17th is the week. Then we're not gonna do a video because we're gonna be cramming.
Yeah, next week we won't have a video. But the
I have
week
deal on
after,
me.
Catherine's gonna bring you her Portuguese woman approved vegan natas. And when
Portuguese custard tarts, they're finally here. And I'm so proud of them.
with that video will be the launch of the whole vegan book.
So 25 Portuguese vegan recipes for you to enjoy. And the natas will, of course, be in there.
And there'll be some soup in there too.
There will. I think there's three sopas.
Good me you.
Molho.
Molho.
That means sauce. I could never say molho when I was a kid. So I'd be like, can I have more mule? I've been practicing on Duolingo. I got my father-in-law onto it. He's obsessed. Every time we FaceTime, he's like, bon dia.
This is all he does.
So hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And that way you'll know when everything drops. And I'm gonna drop this borscht into my belly.